Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is Ethan Olimon with Red Walls Blue, and this is Rakkety Tam. We're going to be in chapter 7. It's a hedgehog with a spring. I think it's the abbot. Remember the abbot? Alright, here we go. Springtime has made its welcome presence felt at Redwall Abbey. Brother Demble, the skillful mouse who managed most of the cultivation besides serving the abbey beekeeper, was arranging seedlings in the vegetable gardens. Every beast knew that Demble possessed a knowledge of the earth and was unsuppressed talent from growing things. Hither on, Jem was helping Demble to bend and water in the tiny plants. Both creatures water the tiny plants. Both creatures knelt on moss-padded sackings, carefully arranging drills of scallions. The abbey gardener watched Jem, nodding approvingly at the old hedgehog's work. You look doing this, don't you, friend? Wiping soil from his truffle, Jem straightened his back. Indeed I do, brother. I often think I have done better as a gardener instead of being just a paw-loose rover. Tell me, why'd you keep some of these scallion springs back instead of planting them all at once? Tembley bedded another seedling in, covering his delicate roots. Because they'd all grow at once, and we'd have a wonderful, useless bumper harvest. No, Jim, 'tis better to plant vegetables at different times. Then when we need some, they can be fresh picked, leaving us rooms to grow more. Otherwise our storerooms would be overfilled. He waved a paw across the vegetable gardens. See beetroots, leeks, lettuce, carrots, onion, and cress. But never too many growing at one time. That's the trick. The wise mouse waved his truffle at two Dibbons, who were looking as if they were ready to dash right through his produce. Be careful to walk around the border. Now, how can I help you two rascals, eh? Dimple remarked under his breath to Jim. Sometimes I wish we could plant our babes like seedlings. At least I'd stop them from charging through my drills like little plows. Miss Me and Mudge skirted the plants, calling out, Brother Dimples, Free Gliss scented us. We gotta fetch her barantatus and cobbly flowers, 'cause it's a-making a vegetable bake with a crust on it. The kind brother smiled. Stop there, me and Mr. Jim. Well, we'll take you to the storm room to get them. Holding the Dibbon's paws, Jim and Demble walked the babes back to the abbey. Jim raised a spiky eyebrow as the mole babe. Mudge, you should have gone to that stores in the first place. Our stuff is ready to be picked yet. Mudge gave him a cheerful grin. Us'n's be's only an infant, sir. Oh, and who's supposed to know that? Question mark. Question mark. Mudge gave. Sorry. Jim looked down at the velvety head. Didn't the friar tell you to get his supplies in storerooms? Question. I'll wager he did. Mudge smote his brow with a tiny paw. My goodness, soldiering eyes, but I'm expect as'n forget the ems about that. Is'ns only get little brains, and so is often forgets all the kinds and oofin things. Jim nodded sympathetically. I know exactly what you mean, mate. It happens to old uns, too. I get like that a lot lately. Then they getting the supplies in the storm. The abbot humble entered. Hello, what are you two rascals up to, eh? Mrs. scolded. Us not rascals. We get vegetables for the gillies. Humble patted her head. All right, there's a good little maid. I forgot we're having a special supper tonight. My apologies, my mobade. Mojo scratched his snout and scuffled his paws, in sure sign of embarrassment displayed at the Dublin moles. Nice of ye to say so, Abbot, thank ye. And the babes continued selecting their supplies. Humble remarked at the wondering cousin, Jim, I was wondering if you could recall the lines in Asker related to you, the rhyme with walking stone. Do you remember the exact words? Pursing his lips, Jim stared at the ceiling as if inspiration there. Something about the sun falling from the sky and dancing. No, I'm sorry, I seem to have forgotten it. Midge left the nibbling a sweet young carrot. Her, you forget to listen like oi, Jim, you dozing puddled head her. Jim made a stern face at the mole babe. Don't be so cheeky to your elders, you young rip, and leavin' those carrots alone. He turned to Abbott. Why do you wish to know the rhyme? Humble shrugged. Just because it's a puzzle, I suppose. The idea of the walking stone intrigues me. Jim selected a cauliflower and plucked off a few of its other stalks. Remember puzzle and wondering too, cousin? Aha, wait a moment. Screeve wrote down in the meeting in the carving hole. She did. I remember now. Humble's eyes gleamed with pleasure. What a splendid recorder we have. Once Screeve takes another copy, Brother Gubble and I will get to the study of it. Mayhaps you and Walt would like to help us. Jim agreed instantly. Aye, we'd love to help out. Me and Walt dearly likes a good riddle to solve, though we ain't learned as you, aber be sure it'd be